Well, we got the parts out of the LA Awesome. Yay, I got it right. Let me get my fancy tweezers here. If I can get them underneath the camera, I'll be okay, right? Okay, here we go. Try this one. I don't know, that's the breather. You can't see the details in the filter, but the filter is right around there. Probably should have a pointer of some sort too. And there's the the intake. Dechromed. Along with the alternator. Then we took the wheels and we mounted the tires and the rims. We have not painted the inside behind the wheels yet, because I'm thinking black or platinum, or more like the gray steel. Yeah, gray steel. Something that be something dark behind there. In this section, I was looking at the instructions for the body, putting the body together. And it's talking about, you know, the rear suspension, the front suspension, along with so here's the front suspension. And it's showing that fan, radiator fan goes here, which is kind of a moot point because you can't see the thing. And then it shows putting the body on the car, and then it shows putting these valances on. Well, that's where the problem comes in. That would be Mr. Tip. There's something going on that he doesn't care about. And I don't see anything at the back door because I have cameras. And that's where he's at. He smelt or heard something. Anyway, back to the problem. Okay. As you can see, I have it blue taped together. I have the interior bucket in there. I have the chassis on. This is the front suspension. I'm not worried about the rear suspension. The radiator is right up in here, which you can't see. Here's the front valance and the rear one. And it's taped together pretty good. And as you can see, there's my problem. If I get it underneath the camera. The big crack. No matter how hard I push it, I can't close that crack up. And unfortunately, the front one is even worse. And yes, I have sanded on these and tried to get them to fit as close as I can, and it's just not going to work. Now I understand there's supposed to be a small crack there, but according to the picture here, but that's just, I don't know, it's just driving me nuts. The side corners have a big gaping hole right there on both sides. The fit along here is not too bad, but I can't get that closed up as much as I want to. So my thinking is, with all vets, there's a pain to get the chassis and the body together, especially when they got this narrow front end. I went through this with the Aerovette. Oh, the Aerovette, I cut the back end off, slid it in backwards, and then, slid the front end in, and then slid it back to, it worked out. I just can't talk today. So my thinking, Pointer, is since you can't see this radiator up here, is take and cut this right here, right above the spindles on both sides, and make this section and this section 2 pieces. That way I can slide this in under here, and then have this already slid in and slide it back and then glue it down. That way I can go ahead and fix these to the body, put a little Bondo in there, remake the seam where it's all the same, get rid of these holes, that if I sand long enough, I won't have any front end. The front end will be 3 inches higher than the hood. Same way with the back end. Now, I don't know if anyone else run across this on their models, builds of this, or if they even bothered. But as you can see, that's a healthy crack. I can stick the knife blade in there, see? Where I can't up here. But here I can. So that's my thinking. That's my little update for today. Of course, by the time you see this, I'm going to have already done cut that and bundled these on. At least that's my plan. And the paint should be here in a couple days. So I want to get this done so I can get it primered. The detail is absolutely awesome. It's going to look good with the wheels. I think. Although I wish these tires were just a little bit, the back ones were just a little bit fatter. Because there was just a lot of, there's a lot of wheel well there. So I may try to find something a little fatter. I bought some other wheels for a build I'm going to build. Hang on a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I went and bought these for another project. They're F6015 and L6015 for another project, which these probably look like they're the same thing. These ones for the rear probably needs to be L70s, I'm guessing, because this wheel well is so fat. 60s out and take a look. I've not opened them yet till today. See, there are the red lines. Because the car I'm going to put them on, I want to have the red lines. And these are probably, yeah, they're the same size. Beep! Future Bruce. I'm back. I was watching the footage, and I just realized these are the F60s, and these are the L60s. Oopsie. Because I don't know if can you say it on the camera? They're same width, it's just bigger around. I don't know can you tell? I was smart to get out my calipers. But anyway, that one looks better than that one. Just saying. It's let's see. Hey, we like long videos. That's what we do around here. We make long videos. We don't make those 15-minute things. By the way, these are hollow tires. I just shoved that rim all the way into the tire. That's one thing I hate about these hollow tires. Well, it takes some fidgeting to get them in there. There, we got it. Okay, that looks better than that. Just saying. Now, getting them to fit on the wheels might be a trick. Nothing a little glue and sanding won't fix. But anyway, back to the ending of the video, Bruce. Beep! There's my update. Not sure how we're going to handle that. Why not? Put some bigger tires on the back. I think it'd look better. Because this opening is smaller than this opening. Get it out of the way of the camera. This opening is way bigger. I mean, that's evident. We'll just have to see, won't we? Stay tuned. We're going to do slicey, dicey, cutty. Because we have the saw. And we'll just start whacking. Because we have glue. Oops. Oh well. Okay, well, we got our monitor box out. And the saw that goes with it. And this saw I've had ever since I was 14 years old. I don't know if you can see the name. But I've packed this saw around forever. And it's very fine tooth. It's more fine tooth than this one. I'm sure it's a little on the dull side. But I've had it for years. I was having trouble cutting something, and my dad took his 10 snips and he cut that off like that. Don't remember. But anyway, a little bit of history. We might even need these. You know. Bring out the big tools. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this front end off. Because I want this crack to be, and this one back here to be flush, which they're not. Other than being a support between the hood and the front chassis, I don't see the point of it. Because like I said, can you see it in there? Huh? Can you see it? Can you see it? If you turn it just right, you might be able to see it up in there. This thing's a fidgety thing to get in there. We don't need you. We're going to put you over here out of the way. Put you back in the box. We need you directly. As you can see, this is the way it all fits together. It's all just lays down in there. I'm going to leave that on there. We'll need that for fitting purposes. I guess I'll leave that on there too. Because this front end sits, this part right here sits right there. I think. Let's stick it back in there and take a look. Well, actually doesn't touch it at all. Doesn't touch anything. These pins go up inside the fender wells here. Right here. There you can see them right there. Here's the other one there. So my thinking is, we'll let We'll catch this right here, just in front of these, and that lets this whole chassis set on those two pins. This part sets flat against the fender openings, and then the radiator will sit up here, which will support all that. Not that this is going to need any support, because once it's all glued together, I mean, you glue this back in here, it's all going to be one solid piece again. So that's my thinking. Well, what's going to worse be happening? I'm going to cut up Chris's model. Yeah, that's it. I wonder, can I cut it with this? I don't know. I think this would be easier than a saw. Uh-oh! I've done it now. Uh-oh. I broke it. Well, we don't need this guy, so we put him back. He goes out over there. Oop. And we'll put you back. We don't need you. We'll put you back in the tool holder here. Now we have a two-piece model. This will go back here and fit right against those supporting pins. See, Daisy, can you see right there, supporting pins? Right there. And then the front's sitting on those supporting pins. And when you stick this back underneath there, all you're going to have is a cut mark. And like I said, see, it lays flat. The radiator supports it there and there. Ta-da! It looks really, really, really good. Looks like the way I had it envisioned in my noggin. Not to say that my noggin's any good. But with this on here, see if I can hold this all together. Might be taping it back together. And then this comes out like this, see? Ta-da! I can put this back underneath there. Have this already in there. Now when I shove it all together, I can glue it all together. Yeah. There's that part. So we'll continue working on this. We're going to do a little more sanding here and there around the corners. Got a little file work I see there I missed. There's a spot here. One over here. So we'll get these prepped up. I'm going to get this. I'm going to go ahead and glue this all together, because it's all going to get painted same color anyway. You'll get this all painted. The instruction says aluminum or silver. leaning towards flat black myself, but that's, you know, we're going to put some gray primer on it and see what that looks like. Okay, well, there's that update. Bye, we'll be back. There you go, folks. Have a great day. God bless. Be kind to your neighbors. You don't know when you're going to see them again. And hopefully this audio's better. I don't know what happened to the other audio. I do apologize. Want to thank Barbados Rex for getting me onto these. I like these. These are pretty nice. I kind of like them. They're spring loaded. Anyhow, that camera's in the way a lot, isn't it? Oh, well. How about that camera? Nice stuff. Anyway, thank you. Take care. God bless.